It's Sunday, and that means a trip off to the Western Cape, out at Hollywood Bet's Kenilworth. We've got 8 races lined up for you. A good program in that as well, and hopefully the pools will be A-OK. All right, so just a reminder about the social media platforms. Pop us a message. There's different ways that you can engage with us, and it's up on your screen to jot down. I have got Darren Burrows on the line. Darren, thanks for joining us. I see the 5-horse War Empress is your favorite at the moment at about 13-10. Is this horse worth a bet?
I do believe she's the right horse. You know, she brings that high fault form. Her debut, she didn't have the best of starts and she was on the back foot. And surprisingly, she made really good progress. She actually looked a winner at the 100-meter mark, just got outrun by a time to flower. Building on that effort, she'll rate the horse to beat, but there are dangers. You know, you got Ponte Vecchio dropping in trip, Go Like Flow, good debut, Egret not out of it, and Hirkomi Boki.
Yeah, I think we always need to respect the fact that Aldo Derme gets the ride over here for Ashley Fortune. I know that Andrew's out there in the Western Cape. And War Empress, a lovely run first time out, running second. One has to question those form lines, though, Darren. I just want to have a look at some of those form lines. I mean, nothing immediately pops out, but you still think strong enough to win a race of this nature?
I do believe so. It's very difficult to assess that form line because it's not that strong.
All right. That's it. We'll have a look at it. We'll watch War Empress move down to the start. Let's go and see what we're doing with selections. It is the first leg of the bar pots. It starts now in race number 1. Daryl Marie's gone 3, 5 and 7, by 1, 8 and 11, by 1, 4 and 9, by Banker 2, by 4, 7, 8, by 3, 7, 9 and 10. Spend is 324 Rand. First leg of the place accumulator, it all starts now in race number 2, and quite an open market. The 4 Charlie Croker is at about 9-2, the 10 Rainbow Colors at 13-2, and 11 Stratospheric has gone 15-2. Darren Burrows is on the line. Darren, having a look at this race, Stratospheric, I want to get your opinion and thoughts on Stratospheric. I thought a good second last time out if you watched the race. Any space for this horse at 15-2?
Well, that's my first choice. You know, this horse has a mind of his own. He'll put in a cracking effort and then just take no interest in his next start. They put the blinkers on last time and he pulled too hard. So Grant van Niekerk went 5 wide around the field, obviously exerted a lot of energy out of this horse, and he still stayed on for second. There was a lot of credit that went into that run. So from a deep draw, he's probably going to go handy. He's going to rate the horse to beat. I thought Master Josh is a danger from a 1 draw. He ran in the ready to run last time out against winners. And then Charlie Croker, always thereabouts, but a battling maiden. And the young Janse van Vieren runner, Quick Coty, number 12, he's also open to improvement.
I think go and watch that replay of Stratospheric and you'll start to see there's a bit of value over there at about 15-2. Let's go and see what we're doing with selections when it comes to the first leg of the PA. It's up on your screen. Daryl Marie's gone 1 and 11 in the first leg, by 4 and 9, by Banker 2, by 4, 7, 8, by 7 and 9, by 6, 7, 8, 19 and 20, by 6, 10 and 11, and the spend is 360 Rand. All right, so we move along. We go to the pick 6, and this is going to be the bet that everybody wants to catch on the day. I see 28-10 favorite, number 1 Champion Warrior, 4 Hammy's Heroes at 4-1. It's 9-2, and bets up are those. Darren, you're going to have to help us over here because I was very disappointed with Champion Warrior last time. He was just taking a tug. He never settled, and perhaps he's a better sprinter. We don't want to pull the trigger too early. We've got to give him a fair advantage and maybe try him over this trip again. But your thoughts?
Well, I definitely think he will stay. When I saw him over 12.50 at Durbanville, he looked like the horse that was looking for a mile. And even on pedigree suggests so. So I'm sure we have to give this horse another chance. William Courtois is unbeaten on him, 2 from 2. He knows him well. As long as he settles beautifully from a one draw, I think he's good enough to win. Dangers, Narina Trogon. This is the colt out of Beach Beauty, and he's now trying a better trip, a more suitable trip. So 1 to beat 9, and then Hammy's Hero for minor money.
All right, yeah, I think it's fair. We have to give Champion Warrior another chance. Like I said, things didn't go according to plan for him last time out. He's a lovely looking horse. You'll see the way he moves down to the start, and let's just hope that he can relax and settle. And if he does, he could take some beating. All right, so what we're going to do is go and have a look at the selections. It is the first leg of the pick 6. Darren Burrows gone 1, 4, and 9 in the first leg. So Champion Warrior, 4 Hammy's Hero, and the 9 Narina Trogon. Then by Banker 2 in the second leg, by 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, by 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, by 2, 6, 7, 8, 12, 17, 19, 20, by 1, 6, 9, 10, and 11. Spend is 4,200 Rand, 420 Rand will be 10%, and the pick 6s need to be on by 1340. We move on to Jackpot 1. It all starts 9, race number 4. And I see your favorite at the top of the boards is Silvano's Dasher at about 2 to 1. A lovely horse in the making. The 6 Silver Falcon is at 5 to 1. And it's 9 to 2. I see in better bar there. So say 5 to 1. Bar number 2, Silvano's Dasher. All right, Darren's on the line. Darren, Silvano's Dasher. Lovely looking horse. No weight on the back today. Keegan DeMello's back. Are we expecting him to win?
Yes, I did banker this in my pick 6. Last time out had excuses. Jumped slow, was trailing the field in the beginning, made progress. He moved up to a point and then didn't quite see out the mile, which I thought he would have. So back to 1,400 meters, he receives 6 kilos from his main Dangers Look for Hounds 55er. So I really believe from a good draw, as long as he jumps with the field, gets in the box seat, I think he's good enough to win and above the handicapper.
All right, I tend to agree with that. I think he'll be at home over this sort of trip with no weight on the back. Keegan DeMello from a good draw. He's going to take a power of beating Silvano's Dasher. All right, let's have a look at the selections. What we're doing, it is Jackpot 1 time. And Darren Burrows is going to banker number 2, Silvano's Dasher. In the first leg by 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. By 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. By 2, 6, 7, 8, 12, 17, 19, and 20. And the spend is 280 Rand. All right, so this starts off Jackpot 2, and it is off at race number 5. Just a reminder, 1,800 meters the trip, 1450 is going to be the off time. Not forgetting about the social media platforms. I must remind the viewers out there, social media platforms, there's plenty. Pop us a message, and we'd love to engage with you. All right, so I'm going to give you the markets. 7, Professor Snape at 15 to 4. 5 to 1, the 8, Mucho Dinero. San Quintin, number 9, is at 9 to 2, and it's 7 to 1 and better bar those. All right, so quite an open race. Professor Snape, a very good winner last time out, Darren. I know they've always thought quite a bit of him. I think he put the record straight last time out. Are we expecting him to go bang, bang?
He could well go bang, bang. Professor Snape, you know what? He won over a mile. His 3 starts have been over 15, 16, 16. I believe he's a horse looking for 2,000 plus. Just the way he races, he's a lovely, big, striding grey horse. And he could go back to back. I think he has got a future. Dangers, Winter Air from the Gareth van Sale stable. Blinkers fitted last time out, was staying on stoutly at the finish. If he sees out the trip, he's a definite runner. And for the minor money, San Quintin and Thundermaster.
All right, yeah, I'm interested to see how this horse goes, Professor Snape, because I actually think he's got a bit of ability. San Quintin's got to have some sort of a chance, and I wouldn't completely discount the chances of Dowser as well. Watch out for that one at a decent price. All right, so we're going to go and have a look at these selections. Let's see what we're doing. Exacta boxed I see over here when it comes to race number 5. Daryl Marie, he's going 4, 7, and 8. 4 Thundermaster, 7 horse Professor Snape, and the 8 Mucho Dinero. And and the spend is only R6. The off time is 14.50, and it's over 1,800 meters. Oh, it's a tricky race coming up. Race number 6. I'm just having a look at the markets at the moment. Number 10, Street Art, 7-2. 7 to the moon and back at 4-1. It's 5-1 and better bar those. Darren, we're going to need all your help over here because I don't like the look of the race.
Well, for me, a horse like To the Moon and Back, that was a good return to form when second to Scalini. Now, that was probably one of the strongest 76 handicaps you're going to find because the third place runner was Max the Otter, fourth was Future Swing, fifth was Kitchakal, all got a bright future. So To the Moon and Back, if building on that effort, should be right there. Then the Peter Muscat runner, Street Art, his first run in the province was a good second to Inamorare from a deep draw. He's also going to run well. And then of the rest, I thought without question and maybe Global Ally.
All right, yeah, it does look to be a trappy race. You've probably got to go wide over here. Let's see what we're doing with selections. That'll be up on your screen. Darren Burrows gone 3, 7, 9 and 10. This is a pick 3, so something different for the guys. They're going 3, 7, 9 and 10 in the first leg of the pick 3. By Banker 6, by 1, 6, 9, 10 and 11. Spend is R20, so get involved. Race number 6 goes off at 3:30 and it is over 1,800 meters. So we're on to the Grade 2 events, and this is the Cape Merchants, a cracking race. I see it's over 1,200 meters, and a very open race in that. There's a few horses that are very good, no doubt, very talented sprinters. The market at the moment has We're Jamming, number 8 at 9-2, and that's your favourite. You can get 5-1, the 6, Gimme a Prince. The 7, Resonate, is at 5-1, and it's 8-1 and better bar those. Darren, what do we like over here? Obviously, I know you've always been a big fan of We're Jamming, Resonate, the 7-horse type of horse that can move into the race well, and even Sergey's got to be some sort of a runner.
Well, Brandon, when I first opened this card, I was tempted to banker Gimme a Prince in the pick 6, but I ended up going 8 runners because this race could be tricky. Gimme a Prince is lightly raced, but he's got such ability, like he's really good. But I'm hoping the gap's open because in a 20-horse field, it can get a bit bunched in behind the leaders. And I'm hoping that he gets a clear run because he could run them down. His second behind Resonate last time out, he was closing the gap fast. I give Resonate a big chance. I also give We're Jamming a big chance. He's 3 from 3 over the 1,200 at Kenilworth. And then of the rest, I would include Sergey, Bereave, and Tempting Fate. So it does get a bit tricky after those few.
Yeah, and it's great to have Zapatilis back at the races as well. We know the unfortunate circumstances that happened with Zapatilis, but he's back on the racetrack and he comes back in the Cape Merchants. So watch out for him as a lovely looking horse from the Brett Crawford yard. All right, we're going to have a look at these selections quickly. Let's see what we're doing for the penultimate. It is a Grade 2 event, and I see Darren Burrows has gone with Gimme a Prince as a win bet. I like that. Gimme a Prince is a 4-year-old bay gelding. Dean Caname is the trainer. Keegan DeMello's going to get the ride. He's only got 56 on his back and he's racing off a rating of 108. Current price is 5-1. Short and sweet for Darren Burrows. He's going win. Gimme a Prince. All right, the lucky last, the 8th and final race, the Get Out of Jail Stakes, and I'm having a look at the markets. I see number 10, Vivacious Spirit, is at 28-10, the 6 Pacific Green at 15-4. Can get better prices and better bar those, but ultimately the 2 at the top of Vivacious Spirit and Pacific Green, there's value after them. All right, remember it's a pre-recorded show, so these prices are subject to change. Watch them move down to the gates and monitor the betting right up until they start loading. I'm going to chat to Darren Burrows. Darren, I'm going to ask you the question. What are we getting out of jail within the lucky last? If I've got 100 Rand in my pocket, give us a win bet.
Well, it's not as easy as that. I thought a horse like Vivacious Spirit, a big runner. Last time out, she ran off a straight line. If she stayed straight, she would have won. Let's see how she goes at Kenilworth. The horse to beat maybe is Distinction of the local runners because she ran a cracking second behind Whoa, Whoa, Whoa. She actually won the race and she was demoted into second after objection. And on the strength of that form, Distinction could be the horse to beat over Vivacious Spirit. And then Pacific Green and Live My Life aren't out of it.
Yeah, look, I'm just having a look. I mean, obviously a very open race, this Darren. I mean, it's one of those sort of races you're probably not going to go and put the rent money on. You probably keep your money for a new week. We're hoping that Clyde will be back with Daryl Marie and yourself throughout the week coming up. So short and sweet. The last race, what are we going to do? Give us a bit of help over here. What are we going to go and do with that 100 Rand?
I think let's take our chances with Distinction and have 100 each way.
Beautiful. That's what we like. Thank you very much, of course, to Darren Burrows. I mean, we got that 100 Rand in the pockets and he's advised us what we need to do with it. A big thank you to him, like I say, hoping that Clyde will be back with Daryl and Darren with the week coming up. It's been a long week, obviously been a tough week. There hasn't been too many winners from my side. I know the guys have been studying hard. That just leaves me to quickly have a look at the selection before I say goodbye to Darren on the line. Let's see what we're doing for the last. I see trifecta boxed for Daryl Marie, 1, 6, 9, 10 and 11. 1, 6, 9, 10 and 11. 60 Rand is the spend. That just leaves me to say thank you very much to you, Darren. Like I said, it's been a long week. It's been a hard week, but you've been grinding. And I'm sure you'll be starting the week fresh with Clyde and, of course, Daryl. And hopefully you guys can find us a few winners and continue that good trend into the festive season.
Thank you, Brandon. It has been a tough week, but we did catch a big pick 6 on Monday. And today, on Thursday at the Vol went very well for us as well.
All right, yep, the guys are having a good time with things, and if you keep following them, I mean, we can't get it right all the time. If that was the case, we'd all be sipping cocktails on an island, but it's not possible. We have to try hard, and ultimately the guys are doing a good job. All right, thanks to you as the viewer, more importantly. It's been great having you on board. It's been a good week for us. We've had some fun, and we hope that you've had some fun as well. Be safe from all of us here. Love to the family. Good night.